And please keep it going for Pat.
Hi, everybody. Sorry. If you want to hit the exits, go ahead. The very first time I told a story, I was real nervous. I took a risk. And I went up and I told a story at the end. I came back, my wife was with me. I said, how'd it go? And she goes, you know who'd be really good at that? Your cousins, Joey and Michael. And it was the worst thing you could say to me, because Joey and Michael were the risk takers in our family. They were my cousins. Joey was 6 months older than me. Michael was 6 months younger than me. They would come down once a year. I'd see them at 4th of July at the beach, and they would beat the crap out of me. They were both at 12 years old, over 6 feet tall. And that summer, their dad was a risk taker too. He drove a convertible. Back then, he'd have all the kids would sit on the back seat, but not on the seat, on the top, on the hood. No seat belts, but my mom had trained me, and I'd have the seat belt on, and they'd be rubbing their feet on my hair, going, hey, Mr. Seatbelt, you know, making fun of me as they zoomed around. That summer, they went on a boat trip, and there was rumors of a hurricane, and my mother wouldn't let me go. And they're going, yeah, Mr. Seatbelt, you stay home. And they had an incredible time. The next summer, I said, Mom, I gotta go with Joey and Michael. I can't stay home. I gotta go. I gotta go on this trip. So I took a risk, and I went on my first boat trip ever. We go on the boat trip, and we're driving around, and I don't know, you know, you get on a boat, you sleep in this little compartment, you know, the whole thing's foreign to me. And we pull into this dock in Maryland, and I go, where do we shower? And they go, oh, you shower over there. There's this little public showering. It's like a little outhouse in the middle, right in the middle of this restaurant. And I'm like, and we're walking there, and I'm walking with my cousin Michael, and they both have girlfriends, and they go, hey, I think that girl smiled at you. I'm a little nervous. There are all these tables with these girls, and you go through them all, and in the middle of this restaurant is this little place to take a shower. So I go in there, and we lock the door, and I get in the shower, and my cousin Michael, as I'm showering, leans in and goes, I've got your suit, and he runs out. Now, like, what would Santa do? My go-to guy in moments of crisis, I know this is absurd, is Steve McQueen. I start thinking, what would Steve McQueen do in the situation? I pull open the shower. There's no shower curtain. There are no paper towels. The only thing in the entire room to use as some sort of device is toilet paper. I look out the front door, and I'm in the middle of this restaurant area. There's this little back window that if you jump out there, you're behind, and I come up with a plan. I take the toilet paper, and I start drying myself off. And then I fashion a bathing suit. And I'm wrapping it around, and you can make your own jokes about how much toilet paper I needed. I'm wrapping it around, and there's this little window that if I sneak out the back, I figure I can race through the back end of the restaurant, jump into the water, and swim to the boat, which is a good half-mile away. But in my mind, that's better at 13 than running naked through all these people. And I'm doing this, and I'm climbing up on the toilet, about to go out the window with my toilet paper, and my cousin Michael walks in. And the thing is about this, and I've heard all these stories tonight, one thing, back then, we're not really risk takers. The risk takers are kids today. Because they can take a picture of these things, and you'll be on YouTube. The only person who's ever seen me in that toilet paper bathing suit was my cousin Michael. And he says he still has trouble getting that image out of his mind. So that's the one thing. And the other thing I thought is I've always been bitter at my cousin about this, but at least he didn't break my foot.